Welcome to beautiful Marion, North Carolina for the College Disc Golf National Championships. We have our D1 Women's Singles Final for you today. I am Ian Anderson, joined by Pablo Stubstad.
Thanks for having me, Ian. It's been a long time.
Yeah, glad to have you back, man. We have our league card. It will consist of Whitney Brown from Southern Arkansas, Genesis Beck from North Carolina State, Madeline Joiner from Fayetteville Community College, and Britta Baugham from Kennesaw State. Should be fun.
Definitely. This is a cool course out here. Some shorter holes, but a lot of technicality. There's a lot of OB, kind of cliff sides and water that comes into play. Should be interesting.
Yeah, it's set up really nicely for scoring separation. You know, not a ton of pars that you're going to see all day.
Definitely.
There are your scores with one round to go. We'll see how it shakes out. Madeline Joiner has a one-stroke lead over the gang. Tell us about hole one, Pablo.
Well, here we are, hole one. As you can see, there's a little gap to hit off the tee. Partway up the fairway here on the right, you'll see a bunker which plays as hazard. So if the players land in it, they will play it where it lies, but take a stroke penalty. And it's a bit hard to see where the drone's flying now, but off to the left of that path is a drop-off and water that is OB, but the path itself is safe.
Oh, okay. Nice little starting hole here.
Yep, just 219 feet.
Yeah, very attackable, but that creek is very close to the basket.
It is. On the green, I mean, if you're 15 feet left of the pin, you are OB. You can see one of the yellow stakes there marking it.
Mm-hmm. And we have Madeline Joiner stepping up to the tee. She's out of Fayetteville, North Carolina, so local-ish.
Nice flat shot, turns over a little bit, gets over the hazard bunker, and slides up there. She should be maybe 40 or 50 feet.
Right on. Up next is your returning champion, I believe, in Whitney Brown.
Similar looking shot, a little more in line with the pin, a little more power. But there's that out of bounds.
Wow.
Really close, but she should have a pretty easy tap-in par from there.
That was a fantastic shot. Here is Genesis Beck. She's out of North Carolina State.
Turned over that forehand a little too much and went in that same OB ditch.
And we have a Ricky Wysocki. We got a fast player on the card here with Britta.
That's right. And that one almost cleared the hazard bunker, but stuck just at the very end of it. Thankfully, she'll get to take it from where it lies.
And this woman aced. You told me her name was Cece Wolbrecht.
That sounds correct. Yeah, right as the last person was teeing on hole one, she aced hole two right next to us. The cheers might actually have affected Britta's drive a little bit because it happened like right during her backswing.
It looked like it.
And here she is laying up for 4P. After the penalty stroke, you could also see how close she was to clearing the bunker there. There's Genesis laying up after her OB drive.
And now we have Madeline with a birdie bid out in circle two. Yeah.
Yep.
Easy three. Genesis. Miss Beck.
Ooh, a little high, and that was for a 4, so now she has a little comebacker to make for a double.
She does, and here is Whitney trying to save par after the OB drive. She got a good putt.
Yep. Easy 3.
Mm-hmm. Here, we're looking at Beck's attempt for a 5. Where is NC State, do you know?
I'm not actually sure. I should know this, having moved from California to North Carolina myself a few years ago, but I am not sure.
Fair enough. That was a very nice putt to save 5. And now we have a Britta putt for the 3. Oh, sorry, 4. For that OB drive, or hazard drive. And I believe we have a tap-in par here for Joiner.
And that's it for hole one.
Your returning champion right here, Whitney Brown. Or sorry, yep. She can rip.
Definitely, yeah. She's got good form.
Nice flat shot. Over to hole 2. What's the play here, Pablo?
Hole 2, 250 feet uphill. The green is protected by a bunch of trees and some rocks. This path you see we're about to fly over now is safe, but if players turn it over too much and get to that road on the right, that is really the only out of bounds to speak of. There's a small hazard bunker very short off the tee that really shouldn't come into play.
Cool. Madeline Joiner on the tee of 2.
Good looking rip, just a little bit low, hit that hillside. She should probably be about circle's edge or just outside.
Next up is Brown.
Kind of a very similar mistake, just enough power but a bit too low. Hits that hillside.
Hit a wind shear late too.
Yep.
Britta Baugham.
And another one on the hillside.
Popular spot over there. Genesis Beck.
And that one has the height, but didn't quite have the turn, but a decent kick in the right direction.
It's a great kick. It's about 3 shots from the hillside. First up is Whitney.
And this is probably blind from her perspective.
Yeah, I think she ran up and looked at it before she threw on this one.
Cool looking green here with the boulders.
Mm-hmm. Britta?
Really tough to putt from a steep stance on a hillside like that.
Yeah, not a great look. This one got up there for a clean putt, though.
Yep.
Madeline. Nice bid. Coming up just a little bit short. Getting some nugs from Dad.
That's right. Yeah, he was out there caddying for her.
That's awesome. Genesis for birdie. Ooh.
Good looking bid, just a little bit low.
Mm-hmm. She had 2 great efforts so far.
And as you can see by that feather banner in the background, it was pretty windy out here for most of the day. Some of the holes were protected, but some of them, like this one and the next one, were very exposed to the wind.
Really pretty property up there.
Definitely.
That is a bogey save there for Whitney. Should have pars for the rest of the women. There's Beck cleaning up, and Joiner will follow. They snuck in 3 courses on this property.
Yeah, they did. I'm excited to see the other 2. This is the only one we've seen thus far.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it should be fun.
Taking a good look at Genesis form here.
Got the Michael Jordan tongue going.
That's right.
Yeah, I like that.
It's disc golfy, and we gotta call it the Adam Hammis tongue.
Is it the Adam Hammis tongue?
Yes.
Oh, okay, nice,
He's
nice.
definitely got that going too.
All right, this is a ridiculously elevated pin.
It is. Hole 3, only 174 feet, but again, very exposed to the wind, possibly the most windy hole of the round. And with the wind, they still have to putt on this extremely elevated basket, which is also on a hillside that can lead to rollaways. So this one should be entertaining.
Treacherous. We have OB long at all to worry about?
Let me check that. Yes, there is OB long deep of the path that's behind the basket, but the path itself is safe. No OB between the tee and the basket, besides a hazard bunker short left that I don't think will come.
Okay, nice. That was Madeline. A bit of a turnover there. Hopefully she can get up and down for par. Here is Britta. Asking for it to get left. Oh.
And it does.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a very strong headwind on this hole. I think Britta going second allowed her to correct off of what happened to the first drive.
It's always nice when you can windsock somebody else. Was Genesis getting it down there for a putt, it looks like.
Yep.
And Miss Brown.
The sidearm play makes a lot more sense to me on this hole, given the slope of the green. I was surprised to not see more players go with that, especially given the short distance.
Yeah, that was wonderfully thrown. Brown looks parked. Joiner, her second. It looks windy and kind of
very, very windy.
Tough op shot here.
Well, there's that hazard bunker that I said wouldn't come into play, and it almost did.
I almost thought about it. Britta with a birdie look from range, smartly laying up. Oh.
Smartly trying to lay up, but thanks to those boulders, gets an unfortunate roll away.
Well,
she's going to be farther away.
Even when you're laying up, you need to do that well.
Yep.
Yep. So Britta now throwing her third.
Kind of looked like she gave that a bid.
I wonder,
After the first layup didn't work, she thought, well, might as well run it.
There is Joiner smartly laying up for her bogey. And we'll have a couple birdie putts. Does Whitney want this one?
I think this is possibly the most elevated basket I have ever seen.
I'm right there with you.
With a pole, anyway. You know, there's some baskets up on boulders or something like naturally elevated.
Or Texas State's in the pyramid, but
but just straight up long pole elevating the basket. This might be the tallest I've ever seen.
Let's see if Genesis can snag a birdie on it. Get it.
Gets it over the cage. That is a great birdie. I mean, this is a green that you could really see someone Sisyphus on.
Oh, my goodness, for sure. A little bit of that for Britta, but not too bad. Joiner for bogey. Nice putt. Whitney conceded the par. You have such a small target on these uphill putts.
You do, yeah.
And Britta.
So her disc was down there below the boulder, but it was up against the boulder, so the card allowed her to take it on top of the boulder.
Cool.
And here you can see how tall this basket is.
There we go.
Tough to even retrieve the discs, but she was proud she got it.
Should be. We're going to take a quick break and a word from our sponsors.
When I walk up to the tee, I have these game plans. I think I'm going to land in these same areas every single time, but you never know. Having the Bushnell rangefinder, no matter where I land, gives me that extra level of confidence.
Here in Marion, North Carolina at the North Cove Leisure Club, we are incredibly grateful to be on this spectacular, picturesque property right off the Blue Ridge Mountains in North Carolina. We have 76 different schools represented with 530 competitors.
Back to the action. We are looking at hole 4. What's our play here, Puff?
Hole 4, 237 feet, a much tighter tunnel than the holes we have seen thus far. There is some OB water pin high left and building right behind the basket, but pretty much just a straight tunnel shot, 237 feet.
Cool. Sounds like a plan.
OB pond on the left, but really there are so many trees on the left as well that even a shot that goes in that direction will probably be saved from OB by the trees.
Genesis Beck has the box after that birdie.
And that one came out a little low, but at least it slid up there.
In the middle.
In the middle. She's, the rough is not forgiving on this hole.
Miss Brown.
Also a little bit low, but stays in the fairway.
Mm-hmm. Joiner.
And that one had the height, but too much turn, and she's going to be in the rough on the right.
Ugh. This is like the big woods hole out here.
Yeah, the big woods hole. There's some more challenging woods holes later, too.
Is there really?
This isn't the only one.
Oh. But it got it down there. It looked like it kicked right. Hopefully she can get up and down for par. You were looking at Genesis Beck in her second.
That's a good-looking line. Gets through those last trees. She should be inside the circle, maybe barely.
Yeah. Can't hate that one. Joiner, looks like not the worst spot to be.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Could have definitely been more pinched off.
Have an Anheuser line from there, but kind of same mistake as she had off the tee, just turned it too much, and she's still in the rough on the right.
Yeah. Hopefully an up and down, though.
Yep.
You're looking at Whitney Brown. This will be her second.
Lining up the forehand.
Nice to have that in the bag, especially on these woods holes.
Yeah, she definitely has a very balanced game. She seems to go to the forehand or backhand, whatever the shot calls for.
Nice. That will give her a putt for par. You were looking at Britta's second.
A little bit of casual water there. And she gets out in the fairway, maybe about 40, 45 feet.
Mm-hmm. This is Joiner's third. Ooh.
It's playing for the skip shot, and I think she hit a rock.
Oh, really?
Yeah, didn't get the skip she was counting on.
Britta's par putt from the casual water. Gives it a good effort, but that will be a bogey. And Brown to save par.
Ooh, that was a good bid. Just a little bit high.
You like the want on it, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
And Joiner. This will be to save a 4. Oh, no. Okay. Could have gone worse.
It could have gone worse, yeah.
Yep,
At least it got up there.
Beck to save par. Ooh.
She gets it.
Nice
Solid
putt.
putt.
Yeah.
She's got a real clean putt, not a lot of wobble to it.
Mm-hmm.
Very consistent. If she did miss, it wasn't by much.
Yeah, she was all over the basket
It
early
all
from
came out
range.
clean.
Brown. There is a good bogey save. But she will be losing a stroke to Beck, who is your new leader at 7 over. Joiner cleans up the double. Baugham, also a double.
Good look at the beauty of this property with the lake in the background there and the trees. Just real beautiful out here.
North Carolina is just straight up beautiful, man. Wherever you go, just rolling hills and beautiful forests.
Got a lot more rain out here than Southern California, where everything stays green except in the winter.
Oh, the leg kick. That played. Oh, we got a little double Mando on 5, Bavo.
Yeah. Hole 5, 206 feet. Yep, the double Mando. No OB to speak of. There's a drop zone. If the players miss the Mando, they will take it from next to the first Mando.
Oh, okay. Just a dead nuts straight shot.
Yep. Actually, a very similar shot to the previous hole, but more punishing if you miss the double Mandos. So,
Truth. Genesis Beck on the box.
makes the double Mando. It's a little too much
Hey.
turn on it, but it gets out there.
Close to pin high? Somewhere around there.
Yeah, a little bit short left, but maybe 45, 50 feet.
Nice. Whitney Brown. Try out the backhand line. Go into a mid or something. Really smart play here.
Beautiful straight shot.
That is
Parked.
Wow. Britta? Right through
Another
the middle.
Really good looking shot. Just perhaps a little too stable of a disc choice, but she should still be in the circle with a putt there.
Absolutely. And Joiner.
Shot looked good out of the hand. It looked like she might have just picked a disc that was a little bit too flippy.
Yeah, agreed. But it hit the line perfectly out of her
Yep.
hand. Here's Joiner's second, just looking for an up and down par. And
She'll have a look from maybe 15, 20.
Beck for birdie. Oh,
Jump putt. Count it.
This woman can putt, man.
Yeah. Super clean.
Really impressive.
Hyzers it in there, strong side.
It's a well-earned smile right
Yeah.
there. Let's see if Britta can follow that with a birdie of her own. Good effort, but not so much.
She was a little more pinched off by that tree than the camera angle showed. I had to stand to the side to even see the basket,
really?
so it might have been blind to her, and she was trying to hyzer it.
Joiner with a great par make.
Yep.
They're starting to get warm with the putting green.
They are, yeah.
See some great makes. Then look at this dropper for Brown. What a drive. 2 birds, 2 pars.
Yeah, and everyone made the double Mando. Pretty clean on that hole.
Gotta imagine the car got some strokes on the field there.
I think so. Take another look at Genesis putt here.
Little baby jumper. I love the hop jump putt.
Yeah.
That's my jam.
Ooh, look at that. I
Ooh.
couldn't tell without the slow-mo how close that was to bouncing out.
Watching disc go in the chains in slow-mo is just terrifying.
It's
It looks like it's never going to nestle.
Yeah. But it's one of my favorite things to watch.
Oh, it's awesome.
It's slow-mo putts.
Love it, man. Hole 6. This is dangerous, Bobo.
It is, yeah. The players are going to be thrown over this OB pond here. The path you see before the pond is safe, and the basket is dangerously close to the water here, so we'll see how it plays out.
All right. Famous words. On to Genesis Beck and her forehand. Oh, she has her hands over her mouth. That's not a good sign.
Yeah.
She knew it.
I think she was playing for the layup short of the water. It didn't look like she was going for the green, and she just overpowered it a little bit.
Yeah, I think you're right. Let's see if Brown can make the correction, and that's a yes.
Yep, she's just playing this for a par. I
Yep.
mean, it's 367 feet. I don't know if anyone on this card can throw that far, especially with this kind of risk.
Mm-hmm. And finishing it right.
Yes.
Here is Britta, and that is out in the pond again. Not again, but as well. Joiner. Oh, no. Oh,
At least she got to
I was
the
gonna
edge of the
say-
woods, because it looked pretty rough there, some of the stuff her disc kicked through.
I was very worried where that ended up. This is going to be her second now on the par 3. Should be able to get up and down
Yeah,
for
she's just laying up from there. She didn't really have room to do a run-up or generate enough power to try to get to the green from there. That was a smart play, I think.
Brown's second. Oh, channeling a little read there.
Skips off the water. It gets back in bounds. There's no OB marked, so it has to be surrounded by water to be
All
OB,
right.
so that is safe.
I love the I got away with it laugh as you walk back to your bag. You are looking at Britta Baugham. This will be her third after the OB drive. Oh, no.
A little too high, a little too much hyzer. Gets over the water, but leaves herself a tester.
Yeah, I'd like that to be a lot closer. You're looking at Beck's third, also an OB drive. Lovely.
Great upshot.
Yeah.
Down now.
It's always nice when we can take some pressure off the putter game. You are looking at Joiner's third.
Oh, no.
Oh, good. At least it didn't kick in the water.
Didn't kick left.
Very worried. This is for a bogey, I believe.
Yep.
And conceding the double.
Yep. It's not OB, but deep right of the pin was a big ditch. So
Oh, really?
Yeah, more reason to lay up from where she was there.
Tricky footing for Brown's par attempt.
Yeah, I think we can blame the footing there. Kind of
Yeah.
forced her into an unwanted hyzer release.
It will do that. Baugham. Not so much there. That should be a 5 coming back. I believe this is going to be a 4 for Brown. She does make good there. A 5 coming up for Britta. Same for Joiner, and I believe we'll have a single for Brown. No. Yeah, single bogey for Brown. There is the double for Joiner. And Genesis Beck knocks in the bogue. Britta's slinging it across the water. And we'll be on to hole 7. Where are we going? Right there.
Hole 7, straight ahead. Kind of a gap to hit off the tee, but not really. Those trees are pretty far apart. Once again, the path is safe, and this might be the first hole that we've seen that does not have any out of bounds. And it's pretty open, most of the fairway. The green is slightly protected by some trees, and this is actually really an aesthetically pleasing green in my mind. The
Yeah, like-
bushes around it, the rocks, the trees, it's just so pretty.
Just right there. Very attackable hole.
Little ditch behind it, so if you run it too aggressively, you could go deeper than you would anticipate, but still not bad.
Genesis Beck has the box. She also has a lead by a stroke over Brown.
Nice straight shot, a bit low, but still skips up there. She should have a circle's edge look, maybe 40 feet.
Had some surprising legs on the
It
ground
did,
play.
Yeah, actually, I thought it was way too low out of the hand, but it got far down there.
Here's
Good power.
Brown.
Look at that.
Wow.
Skips it off the grass up onto the green. She should be like 15 feet, if that.
Beautifully done. Britta.
Straight shot, a little short. Heiser's out, but should be an easy par.
Yeah. And Joiner.
Nice rip.
Hanging out with Britta.
Yep, similar position. She's going to join her over there.
There you go. Well done. That only works on like a women's card too. Here is Joiner. See if we can join her on the green. She does nicely.
Good layup.
And we got some birdie looks. Beck and then Brown. Our top 2 women.
Beck, being the good putter she is, she goes for it.
Yeah.
And doesn't go too deep, so no harm, no foul.
Mm-hmm. There is Britta making a good par save. Brown.
Whitney, look at this drive.
For birdie. This is strokes on folks.
Excellent birdie.
She's a solid putter too.
Yep. She's got every part of the game.
Yep. And here is Genesis for the comeback par.
Yeah, that boulder right behind her stopped her from going even deeper.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Ah, you're better than that, Genesis. That's one she wants back. Yeah.
Maybe she regrets running the birdie so aggressively. But,
Yeah.
hey, I mean, she's such a good putter, so in her shoes, I would have gone for that birdie putt as well.
Yeah,
Can't blame her.
It's worked in her favor already. Running some long putts.
Taking a look at Madeline's form here. Good follow through. Flips it up to flat.
Yeah. Like to see her reach away from the body a little more on the reach back.
I really like the T signs here that you can see on the rock.
Really cool.
Every T sign is kind of embedded onto there. You can see the one in this drone preview as well on the rock there.
How about this tee shot on 8, Bobo?
This is a really cool hole in my opinion. Hole 8, par 4, the only par 4 of the course, 455 feet, tunnel shot out of the woods. Big field here. Once again, the path is safe except for the bridge, and this whole creek area is out of bounds. There are stakes marking it, so you could actually be dry but still out of bounds if you're too close to it. Good 2-shot hole for this division.
Whitney Brown on the box.
Perfect. Out the gap, straight, flat, fading out right where she wants to be.
That's a nice layup spot right there.
Yep.
Britta? Oh, that got out the gap at least.
Good kick.
Yeah.
Yeah, the good layup spot I think is fairly short of the creek because it's a pretty short par 4. There's no reason to push your luck and go too close to the creek on the drive because whether you have a 150 or 200 foot upshot, it's kind of the same difficulty.
Yeah. Genesis Beck.
Going with that forehand.
Oh,
too
no.
far right, and that unfortunately kicked right, and it is thick
Ugh.
jail in there.
Oh,
no out of bounds, but it might as well be. One of those natural OB areas.
Uh-huh. Oh, man. Britta kicked to a much nicer spot and had this left for her second.
And good thing it hit that rock because that's very, very close to the OB.
That's how she stayed safe.
And here's Genesis somewhere in there.
You promise?
I do. And there you see the disc come out. That was the best she could do. She was deep in there and had absolutely nothing. It took her a while to even get to the disc.
Nightmare drive.
And there's her third, and she's out.
And
so, in effect, that's almost worse than if that was OB. I mean, that was
seriously?
like a double penalty stroke for going in there.
Oh, brutal. She's now throwing 4.
Just trying to lay it up short of the OB creek, and does just that.
Oh, that was well done at least. Getting back on track. Here is Joiner's second.
Turned it over a little too much.
Oh.
Oh, and it would have easily cleared the OB if it didn't hit that tree.
It had the power for sure. Whitney.
Hits a tree and drops out of bounds as well.
Similar fate. Back to Beck, throwing 5.
And she makes it across.
It's going to be, hopefully, a chance to save 6.
And there you can see, I called them stakes. They're the little fuzzy things, whatever you call those.
Whiskers.
Whiskers, that's right. But you can see how far away from the water those actually are. So the OB is a lot wider than just the creek.
Whitney throwing her 4th.
Good up.
Shove that putt for 5. Joiner. Throwing 4. She will also have a putt for 5. Britta. That is a good make.
That's a good par.
That's a par, man. That's a great par on this hole. Getting strokes plus on the entire card. Beck to say the 6.
And she gets it. I mean, she played the hole as good as she could after the errant drive.
Right. Not much she could do. But does redeem herself with that putt at least. Brown, this is going to be for bogey. As Joiner retreats.
Whitney really has an interesting pre-putt routine, the way she moves her wrist back and forth like that. I haven't seen anyone else have that.
And Joiner, also a bogey. That's cool. I like that one.
Yep. One of the best on the course, in my opinion. I think it would actually make a really great pro par 3. Like, I'd like to see some top MPO players play that as a par 3 because it's 450, reachable, but challenging.
Yeah, that'd be cool. A nice putt there to save the par.
And on to hole 9. This is one of the weirdest holes I've ever seen. So what we're flying over now is safe. The path is safe, but everything past the path is out of bounds except for the bunker. So this plays as an island hole where the bunker itself is the island, but everything around it is out of bounds.
Okay. Well, kind of yin-yang hole almost. Britta on the tee of 9.
I think that was a bit of a grip lock.
Yeah, and she unfortunately went just past the path and out of bounds. Whitney Brown next up. Looks like she's just going putter here, Pavo.
Yep, I think she's just playing the layup short of the OB and then is going to try to lay up into the bunker and just take a par. I mean, this is a high-risk hole with all the out of bounds, and the basket in the bunker is almost like hole 17 at USDGC. It's so tucked in that left corner of the bunker that there's out of bounds on 3 sides of it, less than 10 feet away.
Like it comes into play on the putts possibly, like 17.
Definitely.
That was a nice layup there from Beck. We are looking at Brown's second, so trying to get into the sand trap.
It's not often you hear that phrase.
Yes. It's a little wide. That's not bad, though. Ooh, elevated pin, too.
Yep, of course. That's the theme out here.
Yeah, it is,
At least this one's not on a steep slope.
And Joiner's second.
Really pinched off behind that tree, and she hits it and kicks straight right. At least she kicked straight right and not forward into the OB, so she is still safe.
Absolutely. Here's Beck's second.
Just trying to get in the bunker. Turned it over a bit too much. Unfortunately, clears it and finds the out of bounds.
Ouch. Now Joiner's third.
Pinched off in a similar position behind a different tree, just not quite as pinched off, and manages to throw a perfect upshot there.
Yeah, a really nice one.
Parked for the 4.
You're looking at Baugham throwing her third.
From where she crossed into the OB grass, but the path being safe, she takes it on the path, lays up into the bunker. Bit of a tester putt from there, though.
Yeah, it is. Beck throwing 4.
Yep. Scary putts from there, though, because they're looking right at the out of bounds 5 feet behind the basket from this perspective.
Yeah. Brown. Oh, what a nasty kick.
That's kind of fascinating, the physics of that, how it hit the cage but still continued forward into the out of bounds. You'd think it would just drop or kick off to the right.
Like a wall ride almost off it, or rolled off it. Really unfortunate. That was Britta missing her putt. And you're watching Brown take her meter into the sand trap. And she'll have her putt for a 5. It does make good on it at least. See some big numbers on this one, Pablo.
Yeah, I mean, with a hole like this, it's understandable. Lots of out of bounds, basket close to the out of bounds.
That's your best score on the hole there from Madeline. Joiner with the bogey. Got to play smart, and you got to throw those shots well.
Yep. You can see why some of them chose to just play the layup short of the OB and then another layup into the bunker.
Oh, this slow-mo from Geis. Oh, we can see how it happened. Almost at the top rim.
Yep.
Her reaction.
Oh, what a reaction.
Oh. Those feels. Well, that is all we got for the front nine. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Pablo, thanks a ton.
Yeah, more fun holes on the back nine. Come back and join us.
Yeah, we'll catch you there. Thanks for watching.